Good morning, it's Yvonne here from the Aussie Goddess to do your weekly reading, and this is for the sign of Scorpio. Scorpio, thank you so much for watching my channel, for subscribing. Thank you if you're new to the channel. I put your August reading up the other day, so that's already up there for you to have a look at. Do remember that the readings are general. They're not personal readings, so they may flip backwards and forwards. They may not resonate completely. If they're not resonating, then obviously check out other aspects of your natal chart. I will be reading from the Everyday Witch Tarot, and then I'll pull you a card from the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. Oh, look at this. Queen of Swords coming out here. Looks like you might be dealing with an air sign. So this would be Aquarius, Libra, or Gemini. If not, you're dealing with someone who has words. This person wants to speak to you, wants to give you a truth, wants to perhaps cut you out of their life. But whatever this Queen of Swords is doing here, she's very determined. She has a sword ready and she is ready to do that. Now, sometimes this can be you taking on the energy of the other person, but taking on this energy. But I feel like this is someone you're dealing with at the moment. This is someone from your past here. Judgment card talks about a rebirth, talks about bringing things back to deal with them, having to put things right, having a rebirth, rebirthing the phoenix, coming back again. So you've definitely got someone coming back from your past. It looks like you may have words to say to them too. So very, very interesting here. This is about resolving something from your past. Words that were left unsaid, feelings that were left unspoken, issues that were not resolved. And the universe is saying, yes, you've left it too long now, you need to deal with it. There's a card here for a need for a balance. As I said to you, balance from conflict. So the universe is bringing two people together here to have another go at rebalancing conflict. Interesting. Okay, so we have a Two of Wands coming in first. So this obviously leads to you moving in a different direction here. There's some conversation that needs to be had here in order for you to move down your right path. I feel like you're not hitting your right path here. You may be floundering and unsure which way to go, but it's more likely that you are having trouble with this because you haven't let something go from your past that should have been sorted out a long time ago. Five of Cups. You are so good, Spirit. Okay, so this is the issue. This is you looking back at the past, trying to work out how to bring some resolution to this. Okay, you've been looking back, trying to think, how do I put this right? What do I do? And you're concentrating so heavily on the past, you're not looking towards the future where there are two cups still standing for you. This person that you have left behind obviously still has very strong feelings for you here, but you're not looking at that because you're looking at the past with regret. So the universe is saying you have all the tools you need to make this work, to make this happen. So if it's the right path you want to get yourself on, then you need to have resolution with this person. Interesting. So I think there might be an apology in order. Could be that you are apologizing, or it could be the other person apologizing here, but some sort of apology is in order here. You could have been watching the other person, or they could have been watching you as well. And that's bringing a cycle to the end. So this situation here that you've been hanging on to for some time is about to finish. Once you've done this communication, once you've sorted things out, it's like the whole thing can be put behind you then. There's no longer this looking back with regret here. Okay, we do have the Three of Swords. See, I said to someone this week, I've strongly had this feeling with this card this week about communication between two people. And it's come up a few times when I've been doing readings, and we've always seen this as different things, but somehow or another Spirit has said to me this week, this is about poor communication between two people who have not expressed themselves well to each other. There could have been love here because we do see a heart where these swords are. There could be great love here, but neither person is making this effort, or either person is making this effort to get it resolved. Okay, Scorpio, you could be dealing with a Capricorn, although this card does represent Capricorn, Taurus and Virgo. You could be dealing with an earth sign. Strongly has a feel of Capricorn here. This person is very down to earth, very nurturing, very loving, very kind. Well, I'll come back to it. I was going to say a couple of things here. King of Wands, look at you go. So one of you is coming up as a King of Wands. So one of you is taking the leadership role here. One of you is taking hold of this thing with both hands and moving forward. The other person could be one or the other here. Male or female is what I'm saying. So someone here is taking the reins and trying to resolve this now. Oh, and it's going to result in a tower. I felt that back there. But it's going to change the future, and I felt that back there. Okay, great reading, Scorpio. I like this one. Someone here from your past is returning, or you are returning to them. There was something that was left unsaid, unspoken, unresolved here. One of you could have ghosted the other one, and the universe is saying you need to put this back into balance here, because there was conflict. Somebody walked away from a situation due to conflict. I have to say, with the swords being the way they are, that what was said was probably true. I don't think it was a bad thing, but I think it's just hit the wrong note at the wrong time. There is this need here to resolve this issue and put the universe back in its place. You've got it off kilter at the moment. You keep walking down the wrong path because you're not finding the correct path to go. Now, remember, we're talking flip-flopping here, so this can be the other person. Someone's going aimlessly about their life and either looking back at the past thinking they should have resolved this a long time ago, but the universe has got them to hold on to this because it needs to be sorted, but maybe at the time it was the right thing to do because it's pushed a whole lot of growth in this reading, a whole lot of growth, and I know that because of this tower. One or the other of you has been building foundations based on a very faulty foundation. So trying to build a house on sand on the beach, it's just not working. And there is a need here for two people to have a conversation to put this right again. It ends out a cycle here, which is absolutely beautiful. One of you here is taking the reins in this situation. I'm not sure which way around it is. If you're dealing with an earth sign, it's you, Scorpio, taking the reins, but it could be you taking the more passive and the other person coming in as the King of Wands. But somebody's taking the role here of trying to put this right. And what I want to say to you is it turns things around here. There's a huge turnaround for the universe, and it puts things back where they should be. Very beautiful reading. It's almost like a movie, a time-lapse movie. It's like you just can't leave it as it is because everything's just off kilter. It's just all travelling along at a slightly left of centre idea here. It's not going the way it should, and you're going to put it right. Or the other person's going to put it right. Oh, look at that. What a beautiful card. I love this card. It's one of my favourites. Called The Journey. This is a destination thing. This is a destined event. You were meant to go on this path here, and the universe is now leading you back to where you need to be after doing lots of soul searching and understanding here. The time to embark on a great journey is here. Do not linger in the port when distant shores are calling. Fearlessly draw your own navigational charts as you discover the route. When the time is right, as it is now, you'll be led true, even when you're not sure of where you're going. It is the departure that is most important. If you miss the boat, a great opportunity will be lost, and another ship may not arrive for a very long time. So this is telling you now to take a chance on this, to move forward. Your life is in standstill. You're in a stalemate here with this Three of Swords. You're not going anywhere, and it needs to be put right. Have a great week, Scorpio.